Hi.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Weekend Pick a Title podcast. BG here.
Oh, this is JT right over here, coming to you via recording. Not live. I was just wanting to instinctively say live. You know?
Well, we are live.
We are alive. Right. That's a good point.
Unlike the people on that upload show.
Jump right into that.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
We just finished watching season 3. We kind of binged the hell out of that one.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was all about like when you die, they can take your consciousness and like put it into like an upload world, and
yeah, it's kind of weird and crazy and to think about I don't know. I like it because it's like quirky kind of stuff too, and all kind, but also sort of like, oh right, I guess that's sort of how it might be.
Yep.
They like build the whole world for you, where you get to live out your digital afterlife, and and the expensive ones are fancy and lake view things, and all the fancy meals and chairs and everything. Amenities, yes.
Yeah, and then you can pay extras. It's like all inclusive, but all inclusive is never all inclusive. You still gotta buy your massage or whatever else.
All the add-ons and stuff, and you know, it was kind of neat. And then you can get then there's like the Kmart versions and sort of lower, cheaper, crappier versions. You know, that are obviously cheaper, but
and then they talk about what that's like to just only have a little bit of data.
Yeah. Oh, right.
You're still existing. So it's like, it's weird because it's like, the family from the outside or friends or whatever can come and visit you when you're downloaded and you're in there. But
you can't go out into the world.
Well,
I mean, you have different, they come up with some workarounds.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess we don't want to spoil too much for people out there.
Yeah, it's an interesting premise for a show, and it's fun. Kind of talks about human rights, and by the end of the third one, you're like, well, are uploads people too? Do they deserve to have rights? And
what's considered
are
a person?
Are they allowed to vote? And
yeah,
like you're already dead, so should you get to vote when you're dead? But if you're being paid to, if somebody's paying to keep your consciousness still alive, does that still count as a citizen? But you're not allowed to work.
I mean, you're still a consciousness, technically.
You're still a consumer.
So, and that's the whole point of it, right?
The whole purpose behind it is people want to be able to still,
Shit still costs money.
Yeah, they still want to see grandma, but grandma's now stuck in the afterlife.
Yeah.
But it's not really the afterlife because you're just digitally uploaded, or is it really you? Is it just the idea of you that's in there?
Well, and then that's not even getting into the whole, like, are we in a simulation right now? And that whole thing, too.
Yeah, they haven't delved into that. Maybe that's the next chapter.
I don't know. But, season 4, we'll find out. But
it was good. I liked it. Yeah. I liked the buddy that one of the main characters makes right away. He's
Luke.
Luke,
He's awesome.
He's probably my favorite character in the whole show. And the goofy, like, helper people, like the
AI guy?
Yeah, the elevator fella is like an AI guy. So and the desk clerk and then all the other helpers are all clones of this AI guy. So it's the same sort of guy, but as time goes on and the story evolves and he's learning more.
Yeah.
So you kind of see the repercussions of that. Like, oh, what do you mean? What's a lunch break? I've never had a day off. And then all of a sudden the AI is like, I don't know. It's my lunch break.
It's my day off.
They're like, you don't even eat. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like, doesn't matter. I should get that too.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I kind of like the whole, like, and I also end up going like, oh man, because it's sort of scary. That's very much a possibility.
Well, the rich versus the poor.
And just like,
why are they doing it? And
corporations, they just can somehow keep making money, and they evolve and adapt to a different corporation, and they keep making money. And it's like,
especially if they're a nonprofit.
Well, exactly. Yeah,
which is scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool show. I wasn't sure I'd like upload because I'm not a big computer person, but it was interesting, take on it. It wasn't The Matrix, but it was a fun sort of buddy show. But then there's also love triangle and love interests, and and some family shit in there too. So
Yeah, and when you get
rich versus poor,
digital copies of things that are sort of the same but sort of different, and
from different timelines
who do
or
you
whatever.
fall in
It's
love
like
with,
which
and
memories and is it cheating if it's
literally the same person,
but yeah,
not
weird.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a fun little thinker of a show, but it's lots of fun too.
And Greg Daniels, created by Greg Daniels, who did he worked on The Simpsons with Conan O'Brien, and helped create The Office, and 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 other big shows.
What's going on with that kitten of a pinky claw there he got going on? He's like a
I gotta do my nails.
Ferocious.
One of these days.
Good for your back scratching, butt scratching.
Exactly. I get so itchy sometimes.
It's just all clawed up like crazy.
You saw how reactive my skin is.
Oh, it was crazy. We redid the strawberry bed and put new legs on it, I guess you'd call it. Yeah. And Jason was laying on the grass topless, if you can imagine.
Oh my God, scandal.
Down there, screwing it in, as they say. And, he got up and the whole side of him was purple from laying in the grass. His skin's like, ew!
Ew!
Nature!
I'm so itchy now.
Ugh! Nature.
I'm itchy just thinking of it again.
I believe it. It looked pretty irritated.
What reactive skin? What are you talking about?
Jason's not reactive in any ways.
No. But just down to my skin.
Even your skin's reactive?
Yeah. Ready to fight social justice.
Social justice, JC. So how you doing today? Besides
good.
the chainsaw in the background?
Chainsaw in the background. Hopefully
it was literally as we fired up to go. So it's we know who's chainsawing, and we were actually asked to help just now, but I was just sitting down to start the podcast, so we weren't able to go over.
We were already committed.
Yeah, the place where the horses are. I went to check on the camera in the middle of the night, and the cameras weren't working. And then when the cameras were up working this morning, I noticed there's a big branch across the gate. I was like, holy smokes. And then we went to the corner store to get some food.
Local cafe.
Yeah, went to go get some foods, and came back, and holy shit, there's a great big tree down across the driveway to the barn. Like, I
know doing this doesn't help you.
I think it's even bigger. It's got to be
2 feet wide,
couple feet in diameter at the base for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So they messaged just minutes ago asking if I could be a flagger out on the road to because it could come down onto the road. It's a huge mature tree. I'd say it's 50 years old probably, at least 40.
They must be taking down other trees because there's no way that one's going to come down on the road. It was down. You know what I mean?
It was still half up.
Well, but I mean, it was towards that way. It was going away from the road. There's no way that
maybe in case it knocked another tree over or whatever. Yeah. They just don't want to be crushing people.
Crushing folks.
Yeah. Check your insurance on that one. Yeah. So the good news is they probably got firewood now for the season.
Well, maybe we'll just do a quick record and then we can head over there after or whatever.
Yeah. It sounds like the chainsaw's
just done already.
Maybe he's not bucking it up. Maybe he's just chopping it down. We'll be going out the side gate. That's the nice thing about having 2 entrances. Nope. Yeah, there goes the chainsaw again.
Yeah, so. It was so funny. Yeah, it was literally 30 seconds before we hit record. Yeah. Chainsaw fires up.
Oopsie doodle. Anyways. Yeah, if I'd have got the message sooner, we'd have just put it off and doodle over there.
For sure.
But we gotta get it done. Yeah. We gotta get it out to you guys, you know?
Yay.
I kind of got an extreme close-up this time.
Yeah, me too, a little bit.
And
I'm doing something weird with my shoulders here, too.
It looks great.
So I gotta, because I was doing the whole thing up here, and then I realized that because my hands rest on the table, and then that's why it was so bumpy and jiggly, I think, last time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So then I either have to, stand all tall like this, or end up slowly over time just
shrinking down, and then he's just in the bottom part of the screen.
Into my microphone, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I scooched over. I just have the armoire behind me. It's a little more boring of a thing, but I'm hoping that the light won't change like crazy.
Do they make legoires? Like armoire, but do they make legoires or chest wars or
any other parts of the body wars?
Penis wars?
Foot war?
Oh, penis wars. That sounds like a dangerous war to play.
I don't want to watch that live, thank you.
Like Beast Wars, but
They've just like detached them from people that are no longer using them, and then they're armed and dangerous.
Oh, shit, okay.
In like a ring battle style.
Like gladiator style.
Yeah, they can robot them up, so it's like just the dong.
But armored up.
Oh, for sure.
And weaponry and stuff.
Yeah, it's like BattleBots, but with wieners.
But BattleBits.
BattleBits. I don't know. I think the show will catch on.
Hey.
Let us know if you wanna do that show and give us money for the idea.
Yeah,
I'm
see
okay
if
with
we
that.
can get some competitors for that.
Bitbots.
What's Bitbots?
Bitbots.
But yeah.
What did you come
BattleBits.
BattleBits is good too. Yeah.
Not getting better than that. You know.
Nope.
But if you got a better title, we're happy to hear it.
Yeah.
You know.
And a source of spare weens.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Talk to the
ween repair
transsexual clinics, I guess, or something.
Ween repair people,
you know.
or just people passing away. Just donate their ween to.
It's on Sunny in Philadelphia, I think, where Frank talks about it. They ship all the spare penises back to China.
Oh.
I don't know what back to, but to China to use for something. I can't remember what it says for, but yeah.
That's
or no, I think
breaking news.
Maybe he's talking about that's where they get the dicks from, is from China.
Maybe.
To put on people. I think I can't remember what he says, but it's pretty funny either way.
Either way, you should watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Definitely,
and which episode's that, Jason? The one with Frank?
Man, oh man. And it might even be a whole nother show, now that I think about it. It might, because I know in Workaholics they talked about that too.
DeVito?
They were going to cut Kyle's penis off on. Remember, he was going to cut his off because he was a slave to it.
Oh, right.
Kind of deal. Because it was just, he was under no control.
And then they were going to give it to...
oh, right. And they were going to put it on Blake.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, switch it up.
Right.
Anyways, Workaholics.
I'll have to rewatch all of Sunday in Philadelphia.
Check that one out.
And find that one out.
Yeah. What else you been watching?
Oh, man. So many things.
What about that Outer Range?
Oh, that was a good show.
Some Josh Brolin action.
I did a real loud smack there. That was a good show.
He loves himself some Josh Brolin.
Love me some Brolin.
Some bro.
It is pretty good. Like, even his voice. He's just got one of those voices where he, like, starts narrating right off the bat, and you're like, ooh, I'm hooked. Mm-hmm. You know, like, there's a few shows where I clicked on and, like, I don't know. I'll watch the first couple minutes. Like, nah, if I'm not into it right away, then I might go back to it. I'm just not in that mood then. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that one, put it on, like, oh, tell me more, Josh Brolin.
You're just like tucking in.
I want to know. Yeah, exactly.
Putting your blanket on.
Yeah.
Like, I need my snacks.
Snacks and my Brolin.
Snacks in a little bowlie and watch my bro.
I'm happy.
Yeah, I've never been a huge Josh Brolin fan before. I mean, maybe I enjoyed him in other movies, but this TV show, I was like, wow, this is great.
He always did lots of stuff before he was Josh Brolin, you know, and kind of deal. So I think he was always a really good actor, you know, but... Yeah, Outer Range is really good. It's like, I guess a quick premise. He's like a ranch owner with his wife. I guess his wife's family's
farm.
Yeah, been for like 3 generations and stuff. And then I know it's on the trailer that there's a. So then he just comes across this void one time in the field.
There's a big black hole.
Yeah, just a big black cavernous hole, but with like space dusty kind of stuff in it too. It's not just a dark hole. It's just
sort of floaty. Yeah, because it's big, like bigger than your truck kind of style.
Yeah, oh yeah, big hole. And then it becomes the whole thing.
Then they unravel the story and memories come back and secrets come out. And he's got a couple adult kids at home living with them and a granddaughter that's like 8 or something like that.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, great cast. Everybody's really good in it. Mm-hmm. You know, it's. I don't want to tell you any of the other characters.
Oh, that's the thing.
Like the sheriffs and stuff are really good in it. Yeah,
she was from Reservation Dogs.
Yeah,
which I really liked her in that too. I don't know her real name, but she plays a Joy Hawk, the sheriff in this, and it's really good. And the thing I really liked about it is there's no unnecessary exposition. Like any little weird twists and stuff, they really just throw in really quick. Yeah,
and they let you use your imagination rather than over-explaining it and having a whole bunch of extra.
What I don't like about a lot of shows like that, is where all of a sudden they're having this conversation openly where both both characters already know what's happening. Like, why? I get that you're telling the audience, us, but that wouldn't happen in real life. The two of you wouldn't go back and forth and retell what you guys just did, basically. So that drives me nuts. But, like, this is really good where they just throw out, like, I'm trying to think of the right example, but he's like, he's just walking along having a conversation with the one girl or whatever, and he says something, boom, and you're like, oh shit, that's a pretty major kind of a reveal that he just threw out off the cuff, that because he needed to tell her that kind of deal, you know. And it was like, it makes sense when they tell the exposition, and I don't know, I like that.
There isn't a lot of extra drama or like, I mean, there is some comedy in it, which is great, because I think that the family itself, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a comedy show, but it's really well written, and the dialogue's great. There wasn't ever a part in it where I was like, oh, this is like the special effects are taking me out, or why is this happening? I mean, you definitely like are trying to understand what's going on. You're like, something's not right. Like, why is there this big black hole here, and what's happening with it? And the circumstances that they give you really make you ask a ton of, or me anyway, ask a ton of questions. You know, where you're sort of like, if you're I got to figure this out kind of person, then it's definitely a good show like that. I think it would be fun to have a second watch over it, knowing what's, somewhat knowing what's going on, and then see, is there more Easter eggs throughout of, because you find out that one of the characters has known about this the whole time, and then you didn't know that.
You don't know that until, I want to say, even season 2.
Yeah, way in.
Yeah.
And it's neat because there's like 2 different families. So there's the one family that's like sort of struggling financially and trying to keep the farm up and running, and has like adult kids at home trying to run the farm, but then also being like, oh, I wish I could move away and have my other life. Yeah. And then on the other side, there's the other son, or the other, like there's basically 2 ranches at the end of this road. And so there's a bit of a rivalry there, and the other one guy's like
and an old school rivalry since like the 1800s.
Yeah.
Kind of rivalry.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's, a family dynamic going on there too. There's one character in it, from Schitt's Creek. Yeah. It's David's partner that he runs the apothecary with. Yeah. He's in it, and
he's awesome.
His character, you're like, what the hell is up with this guy? He like breaks into song and only sings songs that traditionally ladies sing.
From like the 90s and stuff. Or not even necessarily the 90s, but
yeah, some of it's like freaking Heart of Stone. And I'm just like, wait, isn't that a Cher song? Yeah. But he's so committed, he kind of rocks it, and you're like, what is up with this guy? So there's some characters in there like that where you're like, I don't know, like, that's awesome. What am I even watching here? And then, but it's good levity with the other stuff that's happening within the show.
I love it, the way they, even just that little bit of singing and stuff, because like at first with the character you're like, oh man,
you're worried it's going to break into a musical.
Is he the sort of, I don't know, wussy little brother kind of character, like
or that's the quirky normally, idiot,
or exactly, or the flighty one kind of deal or whatever. But then as it goes, and you really start to sort of appreciate his singing, and like he sings to the dad, and then you're like, you really sort of get into it, and you really end up loving that character.
It's almost like a lullaby with his dad a little bit when his dad's sick.
Just the changes and everything, and that was a really good character.
And he did great in that. Good roller coaster of like, oh, this character might die, and then oh, maybe they're gonna live, and then oh, maybe they're gonna die, and you just don't know. Yeah, and it's not a typical. I mean, there's a little bit of a murder mystery. There's like some love triangles in this show too.
Things end up going in the hole.
Old school.
I'll just say that.
Old school long-term relationship stuff. Like it's really got everything. Right. And like
that was a cool little reveal. Like that one. Where it was just like, again, it was just sort of, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but
it was just part of this thing.
Yeah, between the husband and the wife.
Yeah. And then it's just like, oh, that's cool. Okay, that's cool.
There's even more history in there.
You just sort of assume things, but the history is different, you know, you're like, oh, right, okay.
Yeah. And you're like, is it like, and so you're not sure. You're like, is this an alien thing? Is this like a earth magic thing? Is it like a, because they talk about the Native Americans that are there. You're like, is this some sort of a thing that they understand and they know about? And it's neat how it all kind of ties back in to itself. Like in the beginning, you wind up seeing this buffalo.
Oh, right. Oh, that's
and I'm not
cool
going to say what's going on with the buffalo, but like...
Yeah, that was so cool.
Way later in the story, you're like, oh, that's where it came from.
Long enough that you've almost forgotten about the whole buffalo side of it. You've even you stopped questioning. Because like, at first I was like, is the buffalo a supernatural entity, and is it talking to these people? And you're questioning all this stuff, and then
even
it goes
real?
long enough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then it goes long enough that you sort of even forget about that side of it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden this cool reveal, you're like, oh, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can see Outer Range, if you like a bit of a cowboy movie with a bit of a mystery.
It's on Amazon.
Yeah. It's really good, you guys. It's a great story, and it's nice that there's 3 seasons and I think, 8 episodes per season?
Yeah, about that, I think.
So it doesn't go by too quick, but it's worth tucking in and
Amazon
checking
Prime.
out the story. Yep.
Here, season.
We've had some stormy weather and colder days, so it was like, getting some indoor stuff done and staying up too late watching it in the evening.
Yeah, 7 and 8 episodes per. 7 and 8 per season. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I really, really liked it, and I like that idea of sort of rewatching it and going back, because there was stuff that was like, even when we were watching it, I was like, oh, I want to go back to season 1 and see, because did that sign change and did that stuff change, and like just little things that you're like, oh, I don't think it did, but it could have, and did it? And then little twists and Easter eggs and reveals. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, I think it'd be cool.
And then the corporate people coming in, and the bank trying to take the farm, and
take our farm,
and the rich guys trying to take the other guys. And, it's worth watching.
And the wife too.
She was holy.
I love her.
Crap.
And everything she's ever been in.
She's just such a force to be reckoned with.
Lily Taylor is her name. She's Cecilia Abbott on there, but yeah. And
the woman that plays the young her is like the teen her is.
Oh yeah, yeah. She does a great job too.
She's fantastic.
Yeah,
because she's even more of a powerhouse because she's not in her 50s, right? She's like, young and she's got to be formidable
and full of formidable spit and vinegar and
she's got to be tough as shit out there on the range.
Yeah,
you can't just be getting walked over. You get
Lily Taylor. Anyway, she's been in a ton of stuff, and she's the type of actress that, like, as soon as you see her, you're like, oh, that woman. Okay, yeah, she's great. And,
yeah. And then, of course, there's a stranger that shows up, and then that adds a whole nother layer to it. And you're like, what the hell is with this person? And then you're like, is it a hippy dippy? Is it like, where's this going? And if you stick with it, because it's a character that's formulated for you to not really like, I think you're not supposed to like her at first.
I think so.
And then as the story goes on, you kind of get to see more of her humanity, and you don't know what her motives are until you get near the end, and then it's like, does she even know what her motives are? And exactly. And there's still questions to be answered. So we'll
that's
see
the cool
where
thing
it goes.
Is her character is like, she comes in as sort of, she seems like the most confident with it person in the beginning, and then I don't want to say, I guess, but she's maybe the most unraveled by the end of it.
Yeah,
maybe not
she's
the most, but
affected by it all.
Yeah, not unraveled, but definitely.
Well, not the most. Everybody's affected. But that comes into contact with the whole.
Yeah, like, I guess for all her whatevering, she doesn't gain any more knowledge, or you know what I mean? She does, but also
because you're like, is she an all-knowing being that's just coming down? Is she an alien? Is she even human? Like, what's even going on with this person? And
that's why I like almost every character is really fleshed out, like, from, they really arc them quite a bit from like start to finish, and really
There's good character development.
Yeah. Give due diligence to every character, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Like even the feuding family's mom, even showing a lot of her kind of stuff and everything.
When she shows up.
Okay, yeah. And Will Patton as the dad.
From the other family.
Yeah, I love Will Patton. He's so great.
He did an amazing job in this one. And, he's kind of playing, I guess maybe you'd think of him as a bad guy, maybe, because he's rich.
He's just doing his thing.
Yeah, but he's also just trying to get to the bottom of stuff too, and still enjoy his life and love his boys and
and that's the weird thing is he, like, looking back and thinking back, he really doesn't do anything too villainous or anything. I mean, he does, but like.
It's sort of in retaliation, though.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like
you understand, and then when you get into season 3, and you realize, there's more motivation. Yeah. It's not just proximity.
Yeah, you see the history of it all. Yeah. Like, right, okay, right. It's sort of kind of justified.
Changes
a little
things.
bit, and Yep. Anyway, Out of Range.
Yeah, check it out if you get a chance to. Sure. It's a bit of a all the horses are cool in it.
Well, that's
costumes are amazing.
Yeah, I was worried with the horses and everything because sometimes I know you don't like watching.
Okay, so there was one scene where it's like galloping sounds, and the horse is like jogging around the gate and into the area where they were stopping. I was like, ah, and I laughed and pointed it out, and that was the end of that. But for a horse-laden show. I mean, it's not all horsey stuff, but there's horses in it. Yeah.
Lots of cowboys.
For sure.
Out on the range and stuff, doing their thing. Yeah,
that's cool. There's quads too, though, so don't be scared.
You get quads and trucks. And
lots of trucks.
Old school trucks. That's what was cool too.
The vehicles were pretty cool. You get to see some
really cool, like 60s, 70s trucks. And
your dad would be all about the vehicles.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Like, that's a this, that's a this, that's a this.
Well, and that was cool because
do you know what this is worth?
That's how I could sort of tell the time period sometimes. It's like, that's about a 62 truck, so,
But not to give anything away.
Not to give anything away.
Never would give anything away.
Never, ever.
Except maybe this new... Nothing.
This brand new podcast... thing. It's not
episode?
Really, it's not brand new. Hey, there you go.
Anyways.
Out of range.
And then I worked in the garden a bit.
You what?
Yeah. I got some of those dandelions all pulled up out of the garden.
Oh, shit. I did about 5 minutes worth of helping.
Yep. Out of 2 days worth of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally about 5 minutes.
Literally.
In between playing with the doggy.
You also made a couple of cool snake forts.
Well, that's true.
Do you want to tell the people about your snake forts that you built, Jason?
I made some snake forts. Oh, more?
That's it?
I busted up some big black sparkly rocks and made some nice little spots for all the rocks.
Did you get a snake, or were these
No. I think they're probably going to be wild snakes.
Oh.
Wild snakes! Never close your eyes.
It's like a band wild is snakes. Staying with us?
I love that. Why did nobody ever come up? There's White Snake and Wild Boys. No, Wild Stallions. That's what I was thinking of.
I don't know.
Wild Snake. That'd be awesome.
So we have a bit of a slug-situation going on. Slug situation. And it's mostly little baby slugs.
Because it needed explaining. The slugation is, well.
And snakes eat the little slugs. So we were hoping to attract some snakes to the garden to eat up the slugs that were eating the broccoli plants.
Yay!
Yeah.
And over my many years of making sanctuaries.
Sanctuaries.
That's what they call them in the snake world.
Yeah, when the snakes are...
Herpetologists, that's what they call it.
Going around the pole and... Where do you put the dollar bills in?
Everywhere.
Just in their
they're
little
all
lips?
Body.
Oh, because they can
they can just fold wherever they want.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for the... Thanks, sailor. Wink.
So do, chubby dancers do that, too?
Hey, yep. Yep. There's more folds to hold dollar bills, y'all.
Huh. I didn't even know about that. I didn't know that was a job.
Oh, back when I was a stripper, man, I made bank.
You just didn't find it for a week. You're like, shit, I should have showered.
It was like investing. You know,
It's just
it'd be
very
like-
saturated.
the
It's turned to
cushions on your couch,
compost.
you know, sort of sometimes
It's
you're
fully
getting broke.
composted by the
Yeah.
time you drop it back out of there.
Well, that's when they
Oopsie.
came out with the plastic money. That was pretty
That's
handy.
true. They were like, Jason's
Yeah.
wrecking all the
You're
money
just
over
like,
here.
"Whoa, under there? No. Oh, hey, 20. All right. I'm buying. Woo.
All the gummy bears in the world.
That's what I'm going for.
Oh, I don't know what people are buying
Gotta
these
keep
days.
that stripper body going.
The gummy bear body.
The gummy bear body. Gummy body.
Yeah, keep me squidgy. What are you looking for?
It looked like somebody was walking by, but
Uh-oh.
never mind. I just tripped out a little bit, I think. I'm okay, though.
You all right?
I'm okay now.
You okay? Salty'd gone into wear dog form and was just off to the store.
Yeah. He's out here.
I think he would probably look like a hipster if he
If you went to the store?
was like transformed into a human. You know, he'd probably have a little bit of a dog bun at the back,
I could see him in like a tweed vest.
like a scholastic
Some
kind
type.
of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe a newsboy cap and a pipe.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
know? Yeah. Hey? Yeah.
But with some sort of exotic tobacco that they have to explain to you about.
Right. Or that he grew himself.
Yeah.
You know, or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Earthy boy. He's an earthy boy.
Still no pants.
No.
Yeah.
Never
It's
pants.
Winnie the Pooh style.
Yeah.
Right. Or Donald Duck style.
Just the vest.
Yeah.
Maybe a little tie for a collar.
Well, yeah.
What would your pets look like if they were, if it was like a werewolf situation and then they like turned into human
Spawned
form?
into part human, part
I'm wondering.
kitty cat. Victor.
Ooh.
Yeah. He's already got the mustache.
He does. He's a fancy
I love how
fancy
I
cat.
do this on top of my normal mustache.
Well, because that's sort of the shape of Victor's mustache.
Yeah, it's definitely not like mine.
That's Soma's cat.
My ungroominess. you
Yeah.
know?
Well,
Little
one day you'll shower off, I'm sure.
Well, we'll see what happens. Scrub down, I like to call it.
Tried to get the diffuser going today because of the smell, but
Wah wah.
it died. It was like, I can't cover that.
You want to do a would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather eat only burgers for a week or only ice cream for a week? Since your tummy's feeling in such good shape. Should I switch that question?
Really hurts. Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, cut that one.
Ouch.
All right.
I'm lacking fruits and vegetables, you guys. Looking forward to a town shop. It's the only problem with living in a postcard. It's hard to get fruits.
Would you rather live on a boat or in a treehouse?
Treehouse.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Motion
that was
sickness.
super quick. Right.
Right, there'd just be no
Right,
way.
but a treehouse, you know.
Yeah, I'd keep it low to the
Keep
ground.
it lower from the SwayZone.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Patrick SwayZone.
Uh-oh.
That's what you have to call it.
Yeah.
You go up top.
That's
like,
when you go up
Yeah.
top for shagging.
Then you get
or
all feeling
dancing.
like
For dirty
"Wee!"
dancing.
Yeah, for all the dirty dancing.
Or jumping out of planes or whatever.
It's
people
for
do.
bathing.
Yeah. What about you? You had to think about it a bit.
Yeah,
You're hoping I'd go on longer about my treehouse?
yeah. Usually you go on
Have a lot
way
of
too long.
stipulation corner.
It gives me a chance to think about it while I'm really not listening to your answer.
Okay.
But
What's your instincts?
I think I'm gonna say a boat
Yeah.
because
You got your boat license.
yeah, mainly that's why. Yeah,
I got a license.
a treehouse would be awesome, but it's
A lot of stairs.
yeah, ladder climbing and no, it's mainly just because it's just there.
Oh.
Like a boat, especially a decent live-aboard boat. It's,
You can go
It's
from
like
port
a
to
house
port.
that you can move from port to port. Like a filthy
I'm
sailor.
just thinking about all the repairs
You know?
that people have to do on boats.
But I mean, you got to think that even a tree horse has repairs as well.
Yeah, probably.
A
Just
treehouse.
imagining that. It's like an ant, but like horse-shaped.
Why would it be like an ant?
Ant.
Oh, an ant. Oh,
Ant,
like a Lord
like
of the
from-
Rings, the giant
from Lord of the
walking
Rings.
living tree. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Like Treebeard.
I saw a thing about walking trees the other day. Did you know that's real?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You did know that?
Yeah, because
Oh,
the
okay.
like root goes along.
Yeah, the root goes
and-
along,
Yeah.
and then another root goes along, and then another root, and they literally like move
Yeah.
over time. That's wicked.
Isn't that fun?
I love that.
You don't bury your stuff under that tree. I'll come back to the tree.
What the hell? The trees walked away. But then other trees would have walked in the place of that.
That was like that other TV show where they were driving around in the circle and wound up in the same town over and over again after there's like a car crash or whatever, and then they have to go to the same town.
From. Right,
yeah.
That's actually starting up again right away.
The one guy's talking about how the trees are moving just a little bit because he's been there for 50 years or something like that.
And they're like closing in
or something.
Or whatever, I think is what it was. Mm-hmm. Closing in or expanding out?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I wasn't paying attention.
That was another one. That one was like, see, now that's a show that, this is what I liked about Outer Ranges. There was only one or two where I was like, well, why would you do that? Just do this, and then that solves all your problems. Mm-hmm. Maybe not all the problems, but, but that From was one where it's like, you can really pick a lot of things apart from it. Like
holes in the story.
Yeah, you're like, okay, so I get that it's dark, but it's not necessarily dark over here. Can I just follow the darkness line to stay safe? And lots of things like that where you're just like, I don't know. It's fun though. Yeah. Fun to watch still. And, and another one where it's like sort of fun to guess. Mm-hmm. What's behind it? Who's behind it? How long has it been going on? And all that kind of stuff.
Back to Upload.
Okay.
Soma. Did we see you in the background as a background actor?
Right. I took a screenshot even.
Yeah.
All right, we'll post it up.
I think we found you.
That was cool, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
we
just
had to pause it and go back.
Wait a second. Yeah, pause, go back.
And then every time they did the
a little meeting.
The staff meeting, we were like, "Is she in there?"
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was cool.
Sorry. Got all starstruck.
All about that one. That was great. Mm-hmm. Yay! All right, it's a treehouse and boat. I mean, if you were living with me, then I would definitely choose treehouse because I wouldn't want you to get sick. Although I did see a video the other day of this thing where it's like it's a system for your boat that like keeps it extra level in the heavy waves and stuff. So we could just have one of those.
Dropping some sand down the side, or the dog's ball goes down the side, or something, and it's like wedged all crooked, and then you're like extra tippy.
It's all like internal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like inside the boat.
I just imagine it's like stuff getting all crammed up in there.
Just jammed up in there.
Well, ocean.
Wake up and there's just seals and stuff jammed in there.
Yeah, they're like, ah! That's the face they make.
Ah! That kind
when
of
they
is,
get
actually.
jammed up, I make the same face.
Where did I just see a thing about? Oh, it was dogs versus seals.
What?
Yeah, it was like there's a fish market somewhere, and
Jason fact.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jason half facts.
Is it vague? It might be a Jason fact.
Yeah, half fact that. And normally, I can't remember what the deal is there was no seals there for the longest time, or nobody fed the seals or something, but then they started. And now, because there used to be neighborhood and stray dogs that used to come and eat all the fish parts, and that was part of the whole system.
Sorry, did you say straight dogs?
Stray dogs.
Stray, okay.
But, I mean, I don't know if they're straight. Or
I don't want to assume.
What their preferences are.
Okay.
Cool. Whatever. Yeah,
up to them. I just wasn't sure what you said.
I don't think dogs really care. It's all about the smell.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So anyway, stray dogs, and then now the seals are coming in, and the big fucking seals, like the heads on them are just as big as that tree we were talking about earlier. Just huge. So, but then you get like 3 or 4 stray dogs.
Smaller
dogs all attacking a big seal, and eventually the seals
3 1-1s versus a 3-3.
Yeah, how's your magic?
Nothing.
Been hacking into your magic there lately?
Never.
Any other Magic fans out there?
Magic the Gathering?
Anyway, it's the whole thing. Dogs versus seals.
And then they are still having trouble with that?
Anyway, they showed a whole bunch of seals and dogs fighting, and then the dogs fight off the seals, and then the dogs get the fish parts, but then in the end, the guy drops a whole basket full of fish parts off the dock, and then a whole bunch of big seals all go for all that. And the pelicans.
So I guess just don't litter body parts is the lesson to be had from the story?
Do litter body parts there, because the seals and dogs will get it.
Oh,
and you drag it off, and then you're scot-free.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, scot-free. I wonder where that comes from.
It's from Scott getting away with stuff.
That Lucky Scott back in the day, you know. Great Scott, you could say.
Great Scott.
Anyway, you want to go help out with the tree?
Sounds like they're done chainsawing, so we might have missed the window there.
Oh, darn.
Hope everybody's okay.
Do you want to do another Would You Rather?
Yes, I do.
Would you rather have super weird dreams forever or never dream again? Man, weird one, hey?
Well, knowing that dreams can be a way that you can get messages from passed on family members or your angels or whatever, if you believe that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I feel like the weird dreams might just be the way to go rather than never being able to have that doorway open.
Okay. I think I'm going to go with that too. Mm-hmm. You know, because it doesn't say bad dreams, just super weird dreams.
Yeah.
So then there's definitely, I'm woken up where you're like,
why was I riding that extra large goldfish?
that does sound fun though.
Right?
It's super weird.
It's weird.
Yeah, but at least it's fun.
It had a hat
you know,
on,
for the most part, right?
You know, so it's sunny out.
Well, it's got to, you know, a sunblock.
Right.
For the fish.
Yeah, they
right?
can't use sunscreen now.
SP Fish 30. That's the best I got.
Quality content, you guys. Quality content.
These are the jokes, fellas.
Sorry about that.
I'm giving you gold here.
This is some super duper gold.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
What have you been up to?
Nothing.
Okay. That's believable.
I'm trying to think, but yeah, not too much.
No.
Building some things, trying and stuff. And
trying and stuff? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just trying and stuff.
Okay.
That counts, right?
All right. Cool.
Yeah. You know.
That's a good boy.
Built some legs for the strawberry bed.
Okay.
I think that's it.
That's it for the week.
Sort of half built some other stuff, I think.
Okay.
Put some stuff away.
Watched some serious TV.
Definitely watched some TV.
You did the dishes a couple times, so that was appreciated.
I think I swept a couple times.
But then your back was sore, so that was the end of that.
Did some computer work.
Yeah.
I opened up my resume, and I think I even added like 4 words to it, and then I was like,
panic.
I'm done. That's good enough.
Got real sweaty.
Yeah, for
Shut
sure.
it back down.
Yeah, like, all right,
you're like, what else can I do?
Good on that.
Maybe she needs me to do the dishes. Aw.
I helped some senior citizen to not get scammed out of their scam holes.
Oh, that was very nice of you,
or whatever
Jason.
it was. You know, whatever could have been, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's actually what stopped me from the resume building.
Uh-huh.
Not
I was going to ask you if that's why
motivation.
You were so all of a sudden ready to help real hard on that.
Yeah, it was actually kind of perfect. Like, anything to take me away from this. Sure,
I was like, why are you obsessing over this? But okay.
I just don't like scammers.
You didn't like...
I hate that shit. They're just like, why?
Just do your resume, guy.
Yeah, you know.
You don't have to scam people.
You don't have to scam people out of their hard-earned money.
Just put 4 words on your resume. You'll be fine.
Scam senior citizens. Just work on your
resume. Or any
resume.
citizens. Doesn't matter.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, junior citizens.
Yeah.
Are we junior citizens?
I think you're just a legit citizen.
Oh, okay. There's no such thing as... There's senior citizens, right?
Yep.
Rookie citizens. That'd be a baby, I guess.
Oh.
That's the cool thing about Upload, too, is they talk about, just at the end...
The baby.
About, that baby part. I was going to talk about corporation stuff, but yeah, the baby thing is fucking hilarious.
It's weirdly weird.
Because you can get a digital baby through the program.
And then they test you with this
test baby thing.
Yeah, but it looks like the AI guy.
Yeah.
So it's
awesome.
It's weird. I want to know why they always make the weirdos redheads. Like, I'm fucking sick of that. Rise up.
I mean, I'm not even going to say anything.
Not even going to defend me at all.
Well, for the most part, they are kind of...
It's better to say nothing than to say not nice. Okay,
yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, my mom always taught me.
That's cool.
You don't have anything nice to say. Don't say anything at all.
Thanks.
I think he was probably cast because he's really good with his face. Mm-hmm. You know, like that guy. He's very good with
expressive.
And, super. Yeah, that's the word, I guess. He's really good at his face.
It's like eating, just breathing. stuff.
Just staring and looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
Tired of having the...
Oh. Hi, Salty.
I can't see the dog. Are you saying the dog's there?
Yeah, I think he probably wants it.
Okay. I didn't hear scratch, scratch. Okay, well, I guess we're wrapping it up. Thanks for joining us this week. Hope you had a great week. Appreciate you hanging in there till the end. And if you want to like and subscribe, that helps. Leave us a 5-star review. That's even more helpful. And you can find us on the socials at We Can't Pick. And Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. You can actually watch the podcasts if that's your thing. If you want to see
on the
what we look like and stuff.
On Apple Podcasts, I notice there's quite a few more people listening on Apple Podcasts. So
welcome
on our main page, the We Can't Pick Title page, where it shows our whole episode list and everything. If you go down to the bottom of that, you'll see a thing where it shows to rate and review. And that really helps. Even just, one quick review, saying, great show, love it. Something like that. That really helps to boost the algorithm and stuff and get it up there. Yeah, it definitely helps. Yay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, folks, so much for listening and supporting us out there.
And we'll catch you guys next week.
Yay. Have fun.
Love you guys.
Love
Bye.
you. Ooh, see you later.
Wrapping it up in a nice little bow. I really hope you liked all of our stories. We don't really have an outro yet. We hope we didn't cause too many bories. That's when you get bored and you're like, fuck this, and you space out and you look over there. You don't want to quit listening 'cause you love us and you're putting up with our shenanigans.